Welcome to the Local Government Innovation Series on Future Cities Africa, presented by Business Engineering. In this episode, we're joined by David de Jager, Deputy Municipal Manager, and Mbuyiselo Guduka, Manager ICT of Kouga Municipality, to explore how they're driving innovation through digital transformation and leadership excellence. From sustainable initiatives to service delivery and transparency, we'll uncover Kouga's strategies, challenges, and vision for a connected, inclusive future. Gentlemen, welcome. Kouga's initiatives like the Centerton Sports Field upgrade and Kokomok Skoon campaign highlight your commitment to sustainability. How are you leveraging innovative digital tools to advance sustainable development, and what exciting projects are on the horizon?
Thank very much for that. So I think first I will kick off a few exciting projects, and then I will ask Mbui to come in with few things he's busy with. So I think with us, innovation and technology is synonym at this stage. The last 18 months basically had a revolution in our IT environment in Kouga. Now we were using the technologies. We just recently launched first for drones. We launched a pilot project for drones. We have set drones in our communities. These drones with GPS tracking, etc., will pick up any behavior, criminal behavior, etc., and then they will send that information straight to our command center, our ICC. So then we can track, we have up to date, and those drones are from the air. So it's basically helping your low-lying, your vulnerable communities. And I think that is where we have brought in innovation and that sustainable for future, making Kouga safer. I think another one we have brought in and which we are busy with is our electronic bulk meter reading for electricity. We know electricity is a problem, load shedding, and so it's important for the electricity that you have for your big bulk customers to ensure credibility and sustainability of them. And we've also launched a pilot project now to put in electronic bulk meter readers with new smart technology, automatically read, and that data sent to the municipality to analyze it and to ensure there is consistency. And we're also going to go out on a tender after the pilot project to ensure that all our bulk, because that's how your big users, and you have to ensure those readings is accurate. You have to ensure that the data is accurate, and because that will assist us in driving our income base. And I think that is where we have the sustainability with innovation, with technology. And I think that is really going to put us on the forefront. And we will also elaborate on what we have done further.
Okay. I think I'm going to speak mostly on how do we make this possible. We've just did a technology choice and use the best practice and leverage on other existing technologies to put these solutions together. And the main thing is to better understand your IT architecture versus your business architecture. And then you do a best mix in order that you are able to achieve all the processes that the DNM has mentioned.
Yeah, and I think some of the new processes, innovation, as Mbui has said, is, we've brought in like our SD systems, our OVO systems. That is now for your building control, your planning functions, your GIS functions, and those systems electronic. It ensures that building plans, town planning applications, zoning, everything is captured electronically. If the whole process is electronic, the process is quicker, and then that assists you in transparency in that project, but also assists you in a quicker turnaround time, which will assist in delivering better services, and then also using the SD system for our GIS, which was on the forefront because we have got accurate information. If your GIS is not accurate, how do you build people correctly? How do you know whose earth is that, zoning, etc.? And I think that is what we have, and that will create sustainability. It's already creating in Kouga.
Kouga is using business engineering's Collaborator business process management platform. How has this innovative tool driven progress in your operations, and what early breakthroughs have you seen?
Okay, so I think in terms of Collaborator, it's a massive win for us to get a system out there, the quality system out there. It is a renowned system in South Africa and the best municipalities, and we are seeing ourselves as at the best. And it's a massive system, and I think we can just elaborate on the capabilities. And maybe we are using it for our document management system, and in our policy development, our workflows, and agenda management, our committee management. And I think already the management of our documents is much better. We are quicker to get our information, our workflows, and our SOPs and our policy management. Policy is always the issue in the municipality. For 60 policies, how do you manage it? How do you know those policies are getting outdated with legislation changes quickly? And that already we start getting the turnaround time is this policy now, or this policy is going to, the end date, this is the end date. Quite in the beginning stages of that, and it takes a bit of time, but we can already see that is changing, and we've got one exciting that we want to, I think we'll discuss that later, but also want to launch with Collaborator, but we'll discuss that later. But I'll also give you over regarding Collaborator and the capability and what he has experienced from his side.
Yeah. I think on that score, the main thing was the brave stance that the municipality has taken to position Collaborator as the enterprise document management system. And that decision helped us to pave the way towards initiatives like artificial intelligence and business intelligence solutions, so that we have a single place where we have our documents, and it helps us not to have many different versions of truth. So if you want a single truth about a particular aspect or a policy, you know where to find it, and there's a single one version of that. So your declaration or the position of the enterprise document management is a big step towards that. And remember, it is difficult to have multiple. It shouldn't be a question where you have multiple sources. You must have one single source, which is in this case for the municipality, all the unstructured data, policies, documents, articles, you will find them in one space, one system, which is Collaborator. And also, fortunately for Collaborator, it is positioned because of its capability and its technical ability. The solution is developed on a Microsoft platform, which is a SharePoint, and which talks well with other solutions that we've just implemented, and also our licensing structure within the municipality. I've mentioned earlier that using or leveraging on the existing technologies, and we've selected our technology stack accordingly to achieve all different services. And lastly, on this matter, there is another principle that the municipality is driving a lot, where whatever initiative we're doing, it must benefit mostly the citizens. So whatever we're doing, we always make sure that we're citizen-centric in the manner at which we're doing things.
Kouga is known for embracing digital transformation. How are innovative solutions like Collaborator shaping your digital strategy? What key elements do you believe drive Kouga's success and competitiveness through digitization? And how do these efforts align with your vision for the municipality's future?
Yeah, so I think before I give you over to Mbui on this, he's quite been driving. About 18 months ago, I would say we were lacking in technology, and we adopted a digital transformation strategy, and that has really transformed the digital and IT Africa of Kouga Municipality. And as I said, basically had the IT, I believe, like a revolution, if you see the technology we're using now. And we have brought in so many new processes and tools that it has really transformed the institution. And I think we will will just explain on all those tools, and he said, and the best part of it, it is all integratable. And I think gone are the days that you have to buy so many different products and you have to get so many developers to develop products for you. You can get products and you can even develop yourself. And that's where we have moved to. And I think I'll also explain, after Mbui's explained some of the exciting things further that we have introduced with these tools. That's all.
Okay. Through the ICT transformation agenda, we prioritized firstly two things to stabilize our backbone. We made a choice as a technology partner of the business to prioritize the implementation of software-defined WAN, and there's different choices in that solution. But in the municipality, we saw fit that we should use a Cisco based, which is a Meraki solution that gives us a full capability of SD-WAN. And then secondly, we made a conscious decision just purely for availability. We decided to be a fully cloud organization. So all our services are hosted on the cloud, and also you combine that with the capability of the SD-WAN. So all that, it gives us not less than 99% predictability in terms of the system's availability. So if you got that sorted, and I think you would have achieved the majority of the challenges around your stability of your technology. So those are the two initiatives that we started putting in place. Also, we did a segmentation within the user base of the municipality, where we identified which areas need what services in terms of licensing packages. And then we resolved that, and then we procured and implemented services according to the services required by the users in the different areas of the municipality. And all our solutions are influenced by the use and the timing at which the service is required. So the municipality has introduced something that is rare in certain areas, where all your services must have an SLA, so that you give guarantee or predictability in the municipality. So that is the structure that at which we put or establish the backbone for the IT. And now what then we do, there's other solutions or processes that we re-engineered that will support the municipality. All those processes are supported by the different choices of technologies that we have chosen. The transformation is sitting on top of the structure that we've put as the IT in the municipality.
Innovation often transforms service delivery. How has Kouga introduced creative approaches in serving residents? And can you share some examples where this has significantly improved citizen engagement?
We have introduced a new customer care system. It is DMS, customer care system, and that deals with basically being interactive with the public. So you report a matter. So we have got a WhatsApp line, call center WhatsApp line. You report a matter on the call center WhatsApp line, or you can report it to the call center. You get your reference number, your unique reference number, then you get a link. On that link, you can trace, if you click on that link, you can trace precisely where your matter is lying. It's escalated to the call center operator. It's then escalated to the artisan foreman. It's then escalated to the superintendent, and at the end of the matter is closed out, and there's a picture, a portfolio of evidence. And we first piloted it with our suction tankers. And at the end of the day, you get a proof with a picture that it was at the house. But that also gives the customer 100% update. Where is his matter line? It also indicates, is it overdue? There's 3 days left, there's 4 days left, there's 2 days left. So the customer precisely knows, and the customer knows where, if there's an issue. And if we don't respond, customer can follow up, and also if the staff member who's who's it escalated to does not respond or give feedback, that is escalated to that staff member superior. And that has really enhanced our service delivery, enhanced public participation, two-way communication, because you need to bring in the public into the matter. I think that is really enhancing our service delivery. Also, what we have done, we have got digitized online customer care surveys in all 3 or 4 of the official languages in Kouga. And that really asks the customers, where Kouga lacking, where are we doing well, so that we can see where we can improve our customer care. That's not on top of all your other normal public participation. And then also what we've introduced now, we have appointed the company Ignite. They're assisting us with our performance management and with all the implemented dashboards. Now we've implemented service delivery dashboards. So we've got live service delivery dashboards, all our service areas in the municipality that's now linked to our DMS system. So that info is fed to the system, and once a week you get a data dump into one system to our dashboards, and the data is updated. You can even do it daily, but at this stage we're doing it weekly. And then on that data you can see, for example, our suction tankers. Our service standard is 5 to 7 working days, maximum 7 days. You can now monitor all your live data sets. Your data dashboards is, what is my service standard? At this stage, I think we're at 6.27 days. So, okay, we are still under the service standard. We're improving it. How can we improve it? And in that, we're already seeing a data turnaround on our service delivery. And we'll also see that where we need to fix, where we are lacking. And that gives better opportunity for management to rectify the problem before the problem is raised by the public to us. So we're mitigating, we're being proactive, but it also gives us accurate data. And I think that's the biggest problem that's maybe lacking in municipalities, in government institutions. Sometimes is the information, the data you have. The data might be outdated. This stage we are moving, our data is like literally live data, and we will also raise it even with our whole system being virtual at this stage. We have live dashboard, all the virtual machines, all our sites. So the connectivity is updated. If there's connectivity that goes down in any of our sites, even before we know it, Vodacom is already on the matter, because that is live. You have less and less people reporting these issues to you because your data is live and you can deal with it before that person deals with. Example, recently a person said that tag has not been suctioned yet, but the person sits in America on holiday, and then we send the proof that on the digital interactive document, there's proof the thing has been uploaded, and the person was very thankful because we have been proactive and our systems are linked. So I think that's where we are really moving. We know we're not there yet, but we have introduced these tools to introduce and enhance our service delivery. Thanks. I'll give you it over to talk to the more technical Esri Afla overview issues.
And DMM has alluded on these initiatives and what we're trying to do for the benefit of the citizen. And mostly these initiatives addressing the core business of the municipality. And so that we are the municipality that is resolving all the problems. And now we are busy doing or integrating systems between ArcGIS and Olvio and other systems that will be supporting those processes to make sure that we modernize the interaction with them so that the citizens are able to log their calls directly for service. And if there's a building application submitted, then you can monitor that online and you can see at what stage the application is. And if there is a slack in any point, then people are able to do follow-ups, and all those things is done automatically. And shortly we should be launching those projects, but now we're busy cleaning up and dealing with the teething issues in trying to make sure that the systems are running smoothly. And Diana has also spoken to the issue of information. That is very critical because as the municipality, we also identify that we should be moving towards a position of implementing AI systems, which will help the Kouga internally and also externally in cases where there's a need to improve some information, then that information can be provided for internally and also external. So really the notion of digitization in the municipality is taken at a serious level. And I think we have at this point chosen the right mix of technology to do all those things.
I think last on that one, we even talking about with the tools we're having. So we've got this massive database that we're building now on our Collaborator. And we're looking at our AI tools, we've got now, because of our licensing and our tools with Microsoft, we're looking at the AI tools is when you request data, when you request a council resolution of 1999, December, if that data is on a Collaborator system, you ask, it's Copilot, you ask Copilot, and they will give you the info. You don't even have to use a human to go and look, and it takes time. And so if our data, I think that's from Bui's also, if our data is accurate, the information that we'll give, and that's what we are moving, and we have really achieved a lot in that, and we are looking to be more innovative. So I think that will really assist even our service delivery to members of the public. Thank you very much.
Transparency is crucial for trust in local government. How are you using innovative tools to enhance openness and accountability, making information more accessible to your community in new ways? And what leadership strategies have been most effective in driving innovation and community trust?
So I think that is very important. That's just leadership. So you have to have credit-worthy, openness, transparent leadership. And I think at Kouga, we are striving for that. As you would know, we received our first clean audit this year, and that was massive for Kouga. And that shows Kouga is open, transparent, and we're accountable with ratepayers' money. I think one of our biggest issues in leadership, and under the leadership of our mayor, Harting Borman, and our municipal manager, Mr. Saul Duplessis, is that they're striving for us to be open, transparent to the community, give direction, and give the facts. And one of the things that has been established is our mayor weekly goes on formation sessions. Then he gives direct information to the public, what's going on, giving them feedback, regular feedback in videos, in information on Facebook, on ward WhatsApp groups. We've got 15 wards, we've got 15 ward WhatsApp groups, and there is daily information being placed on those WhatsApp groups to keep the public informed, because if you understand, keep the public informed, be transparent with them, then the public will know what's going on, and you will then strive for ethical leadership. I mean, that is the narrative that we have as a leadership team here, driven by our mayor, driven by our municipal manager, our top management, and by our managers down, and that's what Kouga is striving for. And I think even with our council resolutions, we've also started to live stream our council resolutions online, live stream our council resolutions on YouTube, and people can know what's going on in council, what the leadership they've elected is happening. And we also said, at this stage, we're re-engineering our building applications, but as we speak, when you apply for building applications, those things are live. You get feedback, and if you look at our turnaround time in building applications, all these type of applications has become quicker because technology has helped, but it's also through transparent, open, and honest leadership with the leadership team name. That we are here to serve the public. I think that is how it keeps us to be accountable. I'm giving that information on a regular basis, telling the public, and not only sending out information brochures, but especially the mayor going on Facebook, being live on Facebook, live on YouTube, sending out regular videos. People know who's dealing with. They can put a face to the person that is making the decisions or that's leading the municipality and the leadership team. Even this Monday, we've advertised we will do a live virtual IDP feedback session. And the whole top management with the municipal manager will be there. And we will raise the major some of the challenges, also but the critical aspects we have done through the last year or two. And then also the public will be given chance to interact with us and ask questions on the live Facebook feed. And that's how we are trying to be interactive and transparent, open to the public, because we need to give them the information so that they can know, as Kouga, we are doing the best to ensure we serve the communities. I think that is how we're dealing with.
Digital innovation can bring challenges like skills gaps or infrastructure limitations. What are the biggest hurdles Kouga faces in adopting these technologies, and how are you innovating to overcome them while ensuring inclusivity?
So I think one of the most exciting projects, I think we will elaborate now on that, but one of the most exciting projects and one of the biggest challenges is, we know, is data theft, people being scammed, your cybersecurity. And this is one of our most exciting projects for me. And it's driving part of this revolution for the municipality, is that we have cybersecurity so critical in today's age. And we have just appointed cybersecurity service provider, and we will get dark trace technology. And there's only 8 municipalities. We will be the 8th municipality in the country that has that system. And that's very exciting, because there it comes back to openness, transparency. We can, the public can know that your data will be protected at Kouga. Although we are already doing our utmost best to do that, it will be even further protected, and the municipality will be protected. And that's very exciting. There's a major challenge, because we know there's been many hacks, there's been many data thefts in the country. So that's a challenge for us. But it is exciting also with the new project. And I think also then the other one is, as I said, AI technology. Whether we like it or not, we need to embrace it. Just how you embrace it. And then also the big thing is change management. You've got this digital revolution on your hands, but you need to change the minds of people, because that's always an issue, is the change management process. Some people are difficult to embrace change, whether it be staff, whether it be members of the public. And also you have to help the people, because now you've got new systems and we're not so technologically trained. So you need to help the people overcome that, because technology is going forward. And I think that is challenges we have for me, but it's also exciting that we have solutions. And the cybersecurity appointment of dark trace for me is so exciting, because I know it not only puts us at the forefront of municipalities and institutions in this country, it also shows that we are here to protect the data of the members of the public, but also ensure that as an institution we are safe kept by hacking, cyber theft, etc. Thanks. I'll give over to Mbui also.
Yeah. And also the choice of that trace is the issue of proactiveness in terms of dealing with the cyber issues. So there's a big process that is put in place or available in the solution that enables a 24/7 monitoring of our environment. And again, it is monitored by experts in the field internationally. It's not only done within the country, it's done international. So there's an integration of services internationally that is enable the monitoring or proactive measuring, monitoring of the cyber incidents. And also DMM has touched on the change management issue. It's change management is not only affecting internal, it will also affect the external the stakeholders, where when we change how we do things, the external stakeholders need to be aware how to react and how to deal with the changes that we've introduced. But we've got processes that we are putting in place. At this point in time, we are radically training the internal staff in adapting and understanding where we're going. And the change is driven from the top and then raised from the top. So there's processes that we put in place that assist in cascading the changes, the information down to the lower levels that are affected by the changes. Now, there's preparations to deal with the external stakeholders and parties to embrace and understand why and where we're going as a municipality, so that we have a smooth transition in terms of the municipal business. And then also the issue of the AI, the big challenge there is your quality of data. If you're processing a bad quality data, your output will be bad, and the issue of reliance to the data then will go down because of the data integrity issues. So what then we're doing as we introduce the systems, we're also introducing processes to clean up the data and make sure that all our qualities and our structured data is clean and also be able to be processed and made available for whichever processes that are required in the business of managing the municipality.
Thanks. I think the great solution that we're currently having, and we did say previous, is all the systems we have. There's so much integration possibility. We have our Azure, that's now our cloud system. We have our Microsoft and our E5 licenses and the SharePoint. It's so customizable. The Microsoft Power BI tools that we're using for our dashboards and data analytics. It is so customized, and it's such powerful tools, and they're all customizable with our systems that we're introduced, like our customer care system, our Collaborator system, and that makes it easier for you to find solutions where there is problems, and then bringing in the dark trace technology talks to all of this, and that makes it easy for you to have this interlinked systems and customizable and talking to each other. Because then when risks arise, when problems arise, you can resolve it because of the systems being able to talk to each other and being able to find easier solutions than in the past, where you have 7 different systems and they're not compatible with each other. I think that is the major success we have achieved. Get this interlinked programs and data and systems in place.
A special thank you to Kouga Municipality and Business Engineering for this insightful conversation on Future Cities Africa.